A bastard is a person whose parents are not married to each other. There is a certain stigma that comes from being born as a bastard. They are said to be born from lust, lies, and weakness, and as such. Surnames of bastards are typically named after a modest natural feature connected to the specific region. In the north, they use snow. In the Vale, stone. Rivers for the Riverlands. Storms for the Stormlands. Hill for the Westerlands. Flowers for the Reach. Sand for the Dorne. Pike for the Iron Islands. And waters for the Crownland. Nevertheless, here are some of the most important bastards in Westeros' history. Jon Snow. Raised as the bastard son of Eddard Stark at Winterfell. He grows up believing his mother was a common woman, and his father, the Honorable Eddard Stark, never reveals the truth about his parentage to protect him from Robert Baratheon. Jon's upbringing at Winterfell shapes his sense of duty and honor, though he always feels the sting of being a bastard, an outsider even within his own family. Jon is one of the best swordmen in the Seven Kingdoms. As he matures, Jon joins the Night's Watch, where he rises to become Lord Commander. His true parentage, revealed later as the son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen, makes him, Aegon Targaryen, a potential heir to the Iron Throne. However, Jon is more concerned with the greater threat to humanity, the White Walkers, than with power or glory. Toward the end of the Game of Thrones, he killed his lover, aunt, and Queen Daenerys Targaryen, believing she was turning into a tyranny. Despite having the Targaryen blood, Jon has a lot of the Stark physically traits from his mother Lyanna, notably the black hair. He did ride a dragon, though. Daemon Blackfyre. Daemon Blackfyre was the son of King Aegon IV Targaryen and his cousin Daena Targaryen, a product of their forbidden love. Though born a bastard, Daemon was later legitimized by his father and given the ancestral Targaryen sword, Blackfyre, from which he took his name. Charismatic and a natural leader, Daemon was beloved by many for his martial prowess and chivalric nature. However, his legitimacy and the gift of Blackfyre set him on a path of rebellion against his half-brother, King Daeron II Targaryen. This conflict led to the Blackfyre Rebellion, a civil war that tore the realm apart. Daemon's claim was supported by many who saw him as the rightful king due to his royal blood, military skill, and the symbol of Blackfyre itself. Despite his popularity and strength, Daemon was ultimately defeated and killed in battle. Aegor Rivers, known as Bittersteel, was one of the many bastards of King Aegon IV Targaryen, born to Lady Barbara Bracken. Aegor was the founder of the infamous Golden Company. Unlike his half-brother Daemon Blackfyre, Aegor was consumed by bitterness and resentment, particularly toward his other half-brother, Brynden Rivers, Bloodraven, due to their rivalry over their mutual love for Shira Seastar and their differing allegiances. A skilled warrior and a shrewd tactician, Bittersteel was fiercely loyal to Daemon Blackfyre and his cause. After Daemon's death, Bittersteel refused to let the Blackfyre dream die, and founded the Golden Company, the most famous and disciplined mercenary company in the world. Through this company, Bittersteel continued to wage war against the Targaryens, keeping the Blackfyre Rebellion alive long after Daemon's death. Brynden Rivers, better known as Bloodraven, was another of King Aegon IV's bastards, born to Melissa Blackwood. Unlike his half-brothers, Bloodraven was a man of intelligence, magic, and ruthless pragmatism. He was born with a distinctive appearance, having a large red birthmark that covered much of his face, giving him a fearsome and mysterious presence. A master of sorcery and a formidable fighter, Bloodraven was a staunch supporter of the Targaryen line, and served as Hand of the King during the reign of King Aerys I. His tenure was marked by his ruthless elimination of enemies and rebels, often using spies and dark magic to maintain the king's rule. Bloodraven's most famous act was his role in quelling the Blackfyre Rebellion, where he played a significant part in the defeat of Daemon Blackfyre. Later, he was sent to the Wall as punishment for his extreme methods, where he eventually became Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. In his final years, Bloodraven ventured beyond the Wall and became the Three-Eyed Raven, a powerful green seer who guided Bran Stark in his journey to understand the mystical forces at play in Westeros. Ramsay Bolton, originally known as Ramsay Snow, was the legitimized bastard son of Roose Bolton, Warden of the North. Ramsay was born to an unknown miller's wife after Roose raped her under the rite of the First Night, a custom that allowed a lord to bet a commoner's bride on her wedding night. From an early age, Ramsay displayed a sadistic and cruel nature, reveling in the suffering of others. Despite his bastard status, he sought power and recognition, doing whatever it took to elevate himself. His ambitions were realized when King Daemon Baratheon legitimized him, making him the heir to House Bolton. Ramsay's cruelty knew no bounds. He tortured and mutilated Theon Greyjoy, turning him into reek, and brutally abused Sansa Stark after marrying her. His actions earned him many enemies, and his rule was marked by terror and fear. Ramsay's reign of terror ended during the Battle of the Bastards, where he was defeated by Jon Snow and subsequently killed by his own starving hounds. Lord Orys Baratheon. Believed to be the half-brother and possibly the bastard of Aegon the Conqueror, is the founder of House Baratheon and a key figure in the Targaryen conquest of Westeros. A loyal and formidable warrior, Orys served as one of Aegon's most trusted generals during the Targaryen conquest. His prowess on the battlefield and his close relationship with Aegon earned him significant honors after the conquest. Following the defeat of the Storm King, Argilac Durrandon, Orys was granted the Stormlands and married Argilac's daughter, Argella, taking on the sigil and words of the ancient House Durrandon. This marked the establishment of House Baratheon, a new and powerful noble house with close ties to the ruling Targaryen dynasty. Alys Rivers. Alys Rivers was a bastard of House Strong, a wet nurse at Harrenhal, and a bedmaid of Prince Aemon Targaryen. She could allegedly see visions of the future, and she was considered a witch queen by some. Alys had long black hair. She was said to have looked younger than her years. In the show, she seemingly aided Daemon Targaryen through his mental reconciliation period in Harrenhal. She may play an important part in the later part of the story, which we won't spoil here. Hugh Hammer. Hugh Hammer was a bastard born in the Westerlands who played a significant role during the Dance of the Dragons. His mother was said to be a casted-away Targaryen princess who worked in a high-end brothel. Known for his large size and immense strength, Hugh was given the nickname Hammer. He was one of the Dragon Seeds, bastards who claimed dragons during the war, and rode the dragon Vermithor. As of now, he is fighting for Rhaenyra Targaryen's cause. Addam of Hull. Addam of Hull was another dragon seed who emerged during the Dance of the Dragons. His father was rumored to be Laenor Velaryon, though some believed his true father was Laenor's father, Corlys Velaryon. In the show, they made it clear that both Addam were sons of Corlys. His mother was a common woman from Hull. Addam was a skilled and courageous warrior. He successfully claimed the Dragon Seeds Targaryen. Alyn of Hull. Alyn of Hull was the younger brother of Addam of Hull, also born to a common woman in the fishing village of Hull on Driftmark. Though he did not claim a dragon like his brother, Alyn played a crucial role in the events following the Dance of the Dragons. Ulf the White, also known simply as Ulf White, was a dragon seed of unknown parentage. Though in the show, he claimed to be the bastard son of Balon and half-brother of Daemon and King Viserys Targaryen. He emerged as a significant figure during the Dance of the Dragons when he claimed the dragon Silverwing, a mount once ridden by Queen Alysanne Targaryen.